Nigeria's political landscape has just witnessed what might be one of the most explosive accusations in recent times, and the details are absolutely staggering. Former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai has made a serious allegation against the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, claiming that Ribadu's office imported what he describes as odorless poison and dangerous toxic chemicals from Poland. This isn't just political rhetoric or social media noise. El-Rufai has formally written to the National Security Advisor demanding an explanation for what he calls a suspicious procurement that raises fundamental questions about security and safety. This story broke on February 15, 2026, when news emerged that El-Rufai had penned a detailed letter to the Office of the National Security Advisor. In this correspondence, the former governor expressed grave concerns about intelligence reports suggesting that dangerous toxic chemicals had been brought into Nigeria from Poland under the watch of the NSA's office. According to El-Rufai, these substances are described as odorless poison, which makes them particularly alarming because such materials can be deployed without immediate detection. The former governor is demanding clarity on why these chemicals were imported, who authorized the importation, and what exactly they are intended to be used for. What makes this accusation particularly weighty is the profile of both individuals involved. El-Rufai served as governor of Kaduna State from 2015 to 2023 and was known for his no-nonsense approach to governance and security matters, especially given the security challenges that plagued Kaduna during his tenure. Nuhu Ribadu, on the other hand, is a respected figure in Nigeria's security architecture, having served as the pioneer chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, where he built a reputation as a fearless corruption fighter. His appointment as National Security Advisor by President Bola Tinubu was seen as a strategic move to bolster Nigeria's security apparatus. So when two prominent figures of this caliber are locked in such a serious allegation, it naturally captures national attention. The details emerging from El-Rufai's letter reveal that he is not making these claims lightly. He has specifically referenced intelligence information that came to his attention regarding the procurement process. The former governor has asked pointed questions about the nature of these chemicals, their intended purpose, and the procurement process that brought them into the country. He wants to know whether proper protocols were followed, whether relevant government agencies were informed, and whether there are legitimate security or scientific reasons for importing such dangerous materials. The term odorless poison is particularly chilling because throughout history, such substances have been associated with covert operations, assassinations, and activities that exist in the shadowy world of espionage and state security operations. The timing of these accusations is also significant. Nigeria is currently grappling with multiple security challenges, including banditry, terrorism, kidnapping, and various forms of criminality across different regions. The Office of the National Security Advisor is at the center of coordinating responses to these threats, and any suggestion of irregular activities within this office naturally raises questions about institutional integrity and the safety of citizens. If dangerous toxic chemicals have indeed been imported, Nigerians deserve to know whether these materials are part of legitimate security operations or whether there are more sinister implications. El-Rufai's decision to make this matter public by writing a formal letter rather than handling it through quiet diplomatic channels suggests that he considers the issue extremely serious. In Nigerian political culture, writing formal letters on matters like this, especially when they involve security concerns, is a way of creating an official record and putting pressure on the accused party to provide answers. It also protects the accuser by establishing that they raised alarm about potential dangers before any harm could occur. If you are enjoying this deep dive into one of Nigeria's most talked about stories right now, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates as this story develops, because trust me, this is far from over. The response from the Office of the National Security Advisor has been notably measured so far. As of the latest reports, there hasn't been an official detailed rebuttal or explanation addressing El-Rufai's specific allegations. This silence is interesting because in Nigerian political disputes, parties usually respond quickly to defend their reputation and refute allegations. The fact that we haven't seen a comprehensive response yet could mean several things. It might suggest that the office is carefully reviewing the allegations before responding, or it could indicate that they are consulting with relevant stakeholders about how to address such sensitive security matters publicly. The allegation also raises broader questions about oversight and accountability in security procurement. Who monitors what materials are brought into the country for security purposes? What checks and balances exist to prevent the abuse of such procurement processes? These are questions that extend beyond just this specific case and touch on institutional frameworks. Nigeria has had its share of controversies involving security agencies and questionable procurement practices, from the arms procurement scandal during the previous administration to various other cases where security spending raised eyebrows. Social media has been ablaze with reactions from Nigerians across the political spectrum. Some people are expressing shock and demanding immediate investigation, while others are taking a more skeptical view, wondering if this might be part of political maneuvering or settling of scores. The relationship between El-Rufai and the current administration has been a subject of speculation, with some observers noting that the former governor has not been as visible in the current government as some might have expected given his prominence in the ruling party. The mention of Poland as the source country for these alleged toxic chemicals also adds an international dimension to the story. Poland is a member of the European Union and maintains diplomatic relations with Nigeria, but it's not typically a country that features prominently in Nigerian security discussions. Why would dangerous chemicals be sourced from Poland specifically? What kind of materials are available there that aren't available elsewhere? These questions add layers of intrigue to an already complex situation. For ordinary Nigerians watching this drama unfold, their primary concern is safety. If toxic chemicals are indeed in the country, where are they being stored? Who has access to them? What safeguards are in place to prevent misuse? These aren't just academic questions, they touch on the fundamental responsibility of government to protect its citizens. The term poison, loaded with implications of harm, secrecy, and potentially lethal consequences. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel and have notifications turned on, because we'll be bringing you every update on this developing story, and you definitely don't want to miss what happens next. The coming days and weeks will be crucial in determining how this story evolves. Will the Office of the National Security Advisor provide a detailed public explanation? Will there be an investigation by relevant security or legislative bodies? Will more information emerge from other sources to either corroborate or refute El-Rufai's claims? These are the questions everyone is asking right now, and the answers could have far-reaching implications for Nigeria's security architecture and political landscape.